Max Abrahms, author and international affairs expert who met Prime Minister Modi in a close circle meeting, is also live with us. Max, I was very intrigued by what you said earlier. You talked about how Prime Minister Modi has this image that, of an autocrat, or there are other words that are thrown around for him. And particularly, he comes under scrutiny, and India under him comes under scrutiny for the treatment of minorities. I was just actually watching, President Obama has given an interview to our sister concern CNN in the US, where Xi Jinping of China and India's Narendra Modi have been talked in the same breath. And concerns over minority treatment has been spoken about by the president as well. How do you see these concerns being raised while the Prime Minister is in the US?
Well, that is part of the visit, is that, when you have any leader, it's not going to be, uniformly well received. And so the knock against Modi is that he is illiberal when it comes to minorities, especially Muslims in India. But, some American politicians, especially the progressive wing of the Democratic Party, they're the ones sort of playing up this anti-Modi message. People like Bernie Sanders, for example, I believe that they might be recusing themselves or boycotting Modi's talk to Congress. But I do think that that's a minority view among American officials, both Democrats and Republicans, and I think that it's also a minority view across the American public.
Okay.
There are all sorts of reasons to support stronger U.S. relations with India. For starters, it's very important in terms of the economy. India is the most populous country in the world. It's recently overtaken China. It's very, educated, a lot of very smart people there, working on, all of the sort of new technology, which is going to usher in this new economy in terms of AI, in terms of semiconductors. It's also very useful in terms of our foreign policy, in terms of acting as a deterrent against China's expansion.
Okay.
And it's also going to help to hopefully wean India off of Russian weapons. And so there are all sorts of reasons to be supportive. And on top of that, Modi, I've seen in polls around the world, is the most popular national leader of any country. And so the main story is that there's American enthusiasm for this unprecedented meeting. And yes, of course, there are some critics, but I think that that's really a marginal part of the visit.
All right. Max Abrahams, thanks a lot for sparing your time, and thanks a lot for sharing your thoughts.